today.
Awesome.
That's okay.
There you go.
Team meeting starting.
Team meeting
We are on time,
starting.
Amy.
We are on time.
Hi, Lori. Good to see you.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, nice to be seen.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you're here. All right, so let's do our on-time drawing prize.
Fingers crossed. Who's gonna
Vince,
get
you need to start bringing a card.
I don't want them to think that rigged and staff gets it all the time, so.
Our winner is
it?
our winner is Rachel Gunter.
Worth it just for the reaction.
This is the best business card I've ever seen. It is somebody else's business
The
card.
card's in the mail.
But with the cards in the mail, but with the picture, this is ingenuity at its finest. I love it. Don't ever let not having business cards hold you back. Just take someone else's and slap your picture on top of it.
All you gotta do is go to homes. There's plenty of homes you can preview where there's just
Yeah.
a stack waiting for
Stack
you.
of business cards waiting at
You
the
can
home.
get square business cards, rectangular
Oh
business
my
cards.
God.
I love it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited to be here today. All of us know we need to turn our cell phones off. Make sure you're cleaning out the fridge or labeling your items, and be respectful of others in the conference room. Our on-time drawing prize was provided by Tara Wells. She's not here today, but you know Tara. She's a wealth of knowledge with Fidelity National Home Warranty. We adore her. Thank you, Tara. We will make sure that you get your prize. Okay, I'm really excited about this. We want to thank everybody that showed up and helped out with our Red Day. Oh, what are you doing?
Trying to make it smaller.
Building suspense.
Yeah, building suspense.
Drum roll, please.
Just the line.
Yeah. All right, so we were so happy with the results of Red Day. I was there, Mark was there, Rachel, you were there?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We were all, yeah,
We were all
absolutely.
there.
It was a really good
Good
experience.
too.
So we're gonna take a look at what we did. Can you keep it on? Yeah.
The stuff that you got done today, this would have taken us weeks without your support and your expertise. Some of the things that you got done today, we don't have anybody on our staff with that skill set. And so some of you have talked about coming back. I will remember your names. Find you, but it's so great to have had this day of work so we can get back to the business of being reopened for our community.
What were you guys' great experiences from that day? I'd love to hear some.
I think it was just being able to do something for somebody else, not even having anything in return and just being the service just to others. It's just a good feeling.
I love that. I love that.
Learning
Anybody
if I need filing cabinets, not to buy any from the 60s.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Was it worse? Have I redeemed myself now?
Yeah, it was
It's about
pretty
the same.
pretty heavy. Yeah.
If you listen to Ben Kinney's podcast, Win Make Give, the whole process is being able to win, do well in business, to be able to make money, but to be able to give back to your community. And it's just all about having those values where we're not just, I'm not just in it for myself, but in
Yeah.
it to be able to help the community. And I just love that that's actually something that's a part of what we do as RQW.
Absolutely. Yes, I have not been a part of many companies that have taken and shut down the entire office for the entire day and go out and do any type of charity work that doesn't involve getting business from it somehow. And I think that that's one thing that's very different about Keller Williams. And I'm happy to report that all the offices got together and talked about what they had done for each region. So Bay Area, all of Northern California, and the impact with the ripple effect of that has to be huge, because there were like 20 or so offices that had, and that was just what was on this list and what they had done and what they had gone out into the community and done. And we had 70 volunteers. That's one of the biggest red days that our office has been able to put on. So that speaks volume about the people that we get into business with. Isn't that great? That we are all of the same values and that we want to give back. And we had so many people. So I had a really good time, and I can't wait for next year. I'm really excited about that.
There we go.
There we go. All right, so here's some of our sponsors that helped out with Red Day. They either donated time, money, or supplies of some kind. And so we want to say huge thank you to all of these sponsors. They were instrumental in making Red Day a success. Specifically, Money Senga, he's with our Sacramento office. He donated an ice cream party that was provided to the Sacramento Children's Receiving Home. We're not able to actually interact with the children, so we couldn't give back in that way. But we wanted to include them in it, not just helping the facilities, but actually give the children something to look forward to. So he donated handcrafted warm ice cream sandwiches for the kids. And then they also did a pizza party provided to the Stanford Settlement from Papa Murphy's, which was just so cool. We also want to give a huge shout out to the Natomas Culture Committee. They were instrumental in making sure that it was an organized and successful Red Day. They organized the locations of which we would be serving, and they led. I don't know if you guys saw them working the event the entire time, but they were in go mode the entire time that they were there. So thank you so much to the Culture Committee and anybody else that participated in prepping this event. Huge thank you. You gave us something to look forward to and a really good experience. Oh, so this is, I believe there were 35 bags that we gave.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
sounds
35 care packages that we put together for boys ages 12 to 22. So I did learn that they actually, the Sacramento Children's Receiving Home helps children all the way up to the age of 22, which I think is fantastic, because when you've been in foster care and you have nothing and then you're booted at 18, that can be really distressful. So we put together care packages here in the office of some socks, some toiletries, some towels, and then this really nice duffel bag that they're able to take with them. So that was really beneficial too. So we dropped those off on that day as well. Just the group photo of everybody that was there at the Sacramento Children's Receiving Home. All right, it is time for Tell Me Something Good. So tell me, what you got good going on in your life, Mark?
Well, since last team meeting, Rachel is now a part of Imagine Real Estate Group.
You stole her good thing. I love it.
Okay,
Rachel, do you have
my
anything?
turn. I've joined Imagine Real Estate's team.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice to meet you, Rachel.
Yes, that's
Um,
exciting. I'm excited.
I am very excited to really just jump forward and propel with my business and be a resource for Imagine Real Estate. And I'm using you as a resource too. I'm not gonna lose you because
Oh,
I love you so
absolutely.
much.
You can't. You're stuck
Can't
with
get
me.
rid of
But
You're stuck with me. You can't
I'm
do
very
it.
excited. That's it.
Good. Congratulations. That's gonna be a good fit. Anybody else have anything good to share?
Go to a concert tonight.
Yeah, where are you going?
It's good. I don't know what the venue is. It's in Roseville. But you
Goldfield?
know the band. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's
Sweet.
a really good new venue out there. I've heard people are raving about it. Very cool. That's exciting. Anybody else have something good?
Interest rates went down a quarter today.
Yeah, interest rates are down.
Okay.
We found
Yeah,
the limit.
call all your buyers today and get them into contract
Yeah.
today.
Exactly.
Today would be the good day to get into
So what are
contract.
they putting the rates at then if it's down a quarter?
That depends on the program, the people, but they're, whatever they were.
I don't want to
it's down
take
a
away from
quarter.
your mortgage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good mortgage
but
minute.
it's a good day.
It's a good day in loans. I like it.
Anyone on Zoom? Anything
Anybody
good?
on Zoom have anything good to share? Judy, Lori? You're here today, Lori. That's a good thing. I love it.
Hey, that's, I try to get to the meetings every week, but right now I'm also in the mega listing agent program through MAPS coaching. So I have to leave a little before 11:30 to get on that. So I've been here a little bit, but it's kind of the conflict of the scheduling. I can only stay for the fun part.
I appreciate that though. I love that you're in mega listing agent with MAPS coaching. How's that going for you?
It's good. I'm going through some stuff. My mom's in the hospital and stuff, so my focus is not on it as much as I'd like it to be, but I am getting a lot of really good information and good scripts and stuff. So this is week 7 out of 9, so almost done.
I love it. Okay, good. Well, if you have any nuggets that you would like to share with us, please bring them to the team meeting when you get out and you can come in person.
I'll have something prepared next time.
She's gonna bring back a full report. I love it. Thank you, Lori.
Totally.
So my dad, he's been in the hospital for 5 days and he's coming out and it was nothing major. They couldn't figure it out for 5 days. So I'm so thankful right now. He's coming out
Yeah.
today.
I'm thankful too. That's wonderful.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
that he's healthy and getting out. That's great. I have exciting news. I went to a restaurant in Placerville over the weekend called the Enchanted Forest. Has anyone heard of this restaurant? Okay, it is fantastic. Have you guys ever been to Placerville before?
Yeah.
Placerville's this cute little town of 50, and it's this tiny little Old West town, right? And there's this little hole in the wall restaurant, and it's called the Enchanted Forest. It is a fantastic experience for ambiance and the little kitschy surprises that they have, but the food was excellent, like beyond what the restaurant looks like itself. So if you ever get a chance to go up to Placerville, I would make a drive up there to go to this restaurant just for the restaurant.
Do they have?
Anything salmon, steaks,
Oh, so-
salads,
okay.
tapas, but good.
But it's
Like
kind
they
of
had
like a hippie throwback theme. A little bit.
It's an enchanted forest. So there it is you step into an enchanted forest with fairies, and there was an Irish band that played the hits of the Irish 1920s, and it was like a really great atmosphere. So I don't want to give away too much because it's an experience that you have to go experience to get the full thing, but it's worth it. Totally worth it.
Is it kid friendly?
Absolutely, you should
Okay.
take children there. If you have kids, they have to
As
go.
long as they have French fries and ketchup, my daughter will go.
Just do it.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. I also got to go on my motorcycle ride and go swimming in the river. It's very cold right now, so it's only if you want to
North
take
Fork,
that
South
cold.
Fork, where you at?
In Coloma, so
Oh,
South
yeah.
Fork, cold, very cold, snow runoff. But it was a really good time, and I had a really good weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's good. Anybody else have anything good to talk about? Ivy, Judy? Tara's here. All right, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so we've got some new listings that are coming soon. If you want to move that over. So if you have any buyers that are in these locations, you can reach out to these listing agents directly and find out if you can put an off-market deal together, possibly before, keep it
Our
in-house.
3-2 in North Highland, we're waiting on adjusting the list price, by the way.
Which one is that? Oh, the 9.
Well, we haven't arrived.
It's
at
not
list
a $1
price.
million home in North Highlands?
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Oh.
That'll be adjusted before it goes live.
What's the actual price?
It'll be between 3 and 4, depending on.
Ooh, we like that.
Yeah.
We like that price range.
That's a big
Okay,
difference.
okay. All right, well, here's your time. If you have something coming soon or something that wasn't listed, please feel free to pitch your listings. Got anything?
Our teams are all on the list right there.
Awesome.
Give me a shout out. We're at all the same listings I pitched last week. That's what we're looking at right now because they still haven't hit the market yet.
Okay,
But we definitely love to, if it makes sense, make something happen off market.
okay. All
Take
right.
a look at the list, let us know.
Anybody else? Anyone on Zoom have a listing to pitch? Okay, fantastic.
Maybe go back to the last slide so I can just see the picture.
You want to take a picture of the coming soons? Okay, and also you guys, just so you know, the coming soon list is posted in our Facebook group every time. So you can also go on there and download that list. You cannot share this list with outside agents.
Otherwise, it's considered marketing.
Otherwise, it's considered marketing. So you can't go out and say, hey, I have this listing. However, you can share it with your individual people, right?
Is it also available on the site, the portal, our tools?
Is it on the portal?
We're working on getting something on there that's like a live updating list, and so that's coming soon.
Love it.
Yes.
Really nice.
So the coming soon list is also coming soon. Okay. Okay. All right, let's talk about just closed. Bum, ba, da, bum. Jeremy Frazier with 1 closing, Michael Brown with 1 closing, and Laura Miller with 1 closing. Congratulations.
I have something
Great
to add to
direction.
this too. Literally right after I submitted this and had this all done, Kyle Wells hit it with 2, so he's actually top of the
Let's
list.
go.
Well, let's go, Kyle.
And he's out knocking doors. He didn't even have time for the meeting.
No, he's out knocking doors. That's what he does. You know what's really funny is that I went golfing with my dad. I took yesterday off. I took a Tuesday, which I haven't done since I got into leadership. And I went golfing with my dad. And guess who has a bench at the Cordova golf range? Laura Miller. I'm so excited to see her
That's
face.
amazing.
I hit my ball right into the water and then I turned around and I was like, oh, Laura Miller right there on the bench. It was great.
That's awesome.
I did it. I lost 3 balls yesterday. Yeah. All right. So right now I'm so excited. Christy, welcome. She's going to give us a mortgage minute.
So I stole my own thunder with the good news. Rates went down a quarter today, so that's good. I'm hoping we see a bottom soon. I mean, a stop soon of the continuing going up. So, and that I'm just always trying to think of different ideas and Big Valley Mortgages too, of different ways to help people in different situations. So, I don't know if you guys know that we can lock way in advance. 90, 120, 150, 180, all the way to 360 days. And we have a float down option to that, the 30-day current market. You have to confirm your lock and the amount on the float down 30 days before you close. But it's kind of cool. I have had clients do it in the past and it's worked really well. You have to pay an upfront fee. There's depending on how many days you lock out, but it's really cool when you're in a market that's changing and doing the new bills.
Question for you, like you have MIP buyouts.
Yes.
What's that? Is there a percentage or is it?
It
Based on
actually,
your
it's really,
credit?
yeah, it's really based on the credit score. So that can actually range from a really small fee to a large fee, depending on percentage amount down and the credit score. But I'm glad you said that. That is a great way to get ratios down if you need to. And I've used that many times and that's a super idea.
Do you-
Yeah.
Do you, so on that, I think it would probably be a good option to look at for like, that versus say a rate buy down, right? Like,
Yes,
because if you pay a point, you get like a quarter and buy out the MIP, which makes more sense for this buyer. It's another option to get their.
it's a great option. Yeah, that's a really, really good. The only thing is you can't do it on FHA.
Right.
FHA doesn't allow it. You have to be a conventional buyer, but yeah, excellent. That's a really good idea. Did you have something?
So for those of us wanting to know what MIP versus, I understand that you can buy a rate down, but what does it mean more so for the MIP?
So you can actually even do like even a half buy down. So that means, let's say someone has 0.8 of the loan amount is the mortgage insurance, right?
Okay.
It goes back if you're over 80% loan to value.
Right.
So sometimes if you want, you can do a half buyout, meaning just take that down 50% for maybe $1,000, $2,000 cost. Or you can buy out the entire mortgage insurance for a little bit higher fee. And a lot of times that'll push your ratios down if they're a little bit close. But some people just like to do it anyway, because if you do the calculations, buying out, if you have a little extra cash, will actually save usually the buyers money over the long term. You would end up paying more if you're paying it monthly. But usually people might not actually have that extra cash. But if they do, it's really a great option for savings as well.
So
as
basically it's into the PMI portion of the payment instead of the principal or interest.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's separate, principal interest and then mortgage insurance.
And it's, if you think about it too, it's actually not a bad idea in the environment we're in, where we might not see the appreciation that we've seen in the previous years. So if you can buy out that MIP up front, because reality is, I mean, who knows, government's always been really bad at pushing us into recessions and things like that. So if that happens, rates can come down, then they can take advantage and refinance then and already have their mortgage insurance gone, so double saves, right? So it's
Actually not though. On that one thing is that if you do the refinance,
That's right. You have
because
to
I
take-
actually had someone this year buy out, want to go down, actually last year, want to go down, and then we didn't want to because we would have had to redo that mortgage insurance. But you're right on the values. They're not going to be likely going up 20%. We're seeing them probably go down more to the 10%, I would guess. Who knows? But then, yeah, that's a really smart idea on the MIP.
With and just curious, I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah.
on this, so if they, let's say they did a refi, drop the rate, rates go back down, whatever that looks like, and they were to do an MIP buyout again, would that be considered cash out, or is that still considered rate and term?
Rate and term.
Okay.
So it's no problem if you're buying a rate down, you're buying that MIP down, you're still rate and term. So that would work.
And then also, last question, sorry.
Yeah, no, I love it.
With a, can they use credit towards closing costs to buy that down or buy that out?
That is
I
a
would
good
think so.
question.
I would
That's a
think
really
so.
good question.
As long as
I-
the structure you're-
I actually think
if it makes
so
sense.
because it's non-reoccurring and occurring, so you can do it even on points, because I've had people buy the points to use up all the credit. So I'm 99% sure, but I'll double check on that just to let you know.
That'd be probably a good thing to look at as far as, hey, the buy down on rate versus the buy down out on the insurance agreement.
What's gonna be better, and that gives everybody two options to check.
Awesome,
to help.
especially if you haven't used all of your credit yet and you need that, but again,
Yeah.
it's gotta be a conventional loan, but that's still a really good option. Because
Yes.
credits don't get used all the time and then
And this is when we're all in the creative, you really gotta think out of the box in real estate, what you guys are doing every day, and then what I'm doing every day. I'm really going out of my box. What can I possibly do? Think out of the box to make it work for everyone, and that's a super option that a lot of people don't even know about.
I love it.
Okay, awesome, go get them.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Christy.
Thank you.
Thank you to our mortgage co-host,
Ah.
Jake DeRosa.
Thank you, Jake.
For coming in with the hot take. I love it. Okay, so we have,
We used to do it all the time. 2010, so since it's,
yeah, we're getting into that again, right? Okay, we have some red flags in this office that we have to tell you guys about. Okay, look, everybody popped up. Red flags. Remember when we did a little bit of a switcheroo on everybody and, you know, like 6 months of switcheroos? Okay, cool. So,
Not with Ruiz.
and then we moved offices and it was the whole thing, right? Well, what happened was that they moved all of your licenses over to a South something hall, right? And now we need you to move it back. We need some people to move it back to town hall investors. You can contact Desiree, you can contact Kayla. They'll help you get it done. But we have a bunch of people that still need to transfer their license over. So if you go check your DRE and it doesn't say town hall investors, reach out to Kayla, reach out to Desiree, and let's get it moved over as soon as we can. And I don't know if you guys know, do you guys know about the hub? Have you heard about the hub? You know about the hub? Are you using it, the hub, on a regular basis?
Not on a regular basis, but
Okay.
I will use it.
I'll be
on a-
checking in on you as your coach to make sure that you are. Because the hub is huge. So this is a one-stop online resource for all of our agents. The training calendar is there. You can get a hold of the broker there. You can get a hold of literally anyone in the office there. Go ahead and scan this QR code and check it out for yourself. We also have a list of available open houses from our current open house account, the agent that has a current open house account. And we've got some open houses there on there for you. We've got a lot of other things. So please check that out.
Open door. He's the agent with open door.
Sorry. Open door.
That's okay.
Joella Lucci. Did I say it right?
Ialucci.
Ialucci. How rude. How rude of me. Okay. Well, we've got lots of stuff on the KW Hub, not just the open house, not just the training calendar, but other resources for you there as well. So please check it out. It's back. I'm so excited. Are you guys signed up for the first step of Bold? You know that it's
Yes.
free. You are. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Who else has signed up for the first step of Bold? I love it. I'm going to. I go all the time, every time. And
What time?
what time do I go? I'm just kidding. What time is it? I believe it's 9 to 2. Breakfast, coffee should be there.
I think it's later until like 2:30.
Yeah, like 9 to 2, 9 to 2:30. Okay, first step is free. Here's a QR code for you to sign up. If you don't want to go that route, you can reach out to any one of us on the leadership team and we will get you signed up for the first step of Bold. I highly recommend it. Even if you can't commit to the entire process of Bold, I highly recommend that you show up to at least day 1. It's life-changing. And I don't say that lightly in terms of like, not everything is life-changing to me, right? I'm a little bit of a skeptic. And I've been to, the first time I went to Bold was my first full-time year in real estate. And it was huge. I think it changed my entire mindset about my life and my business. And I attribute that Bold with the trajectory of my life. Because I wasn't even asking myself the questions that Bold asked me. So if you have the chance to take Bold and invest in yourself, it is completely worth it. And like I said, this will be my 7th time. My 7th time. And I'm still going to go because I'm a different person every time as well. So please scan that QR code and sign yourself up for the first step of Bold. Okay, so I talked about this on the KW Hub. Also, this is the open house. We are beta testing an open house opportunity page. And eventually we want to get to where agents, not just Joe, but all agents will be able to put their open houses on here and then you can go in and sign up for the open houses. If you scan this QR code, it will take you directly to the agent hub and you can sign up for any of the listed properties on the open house opportunity page. Yes.
Could be jumping ahead. I don't know, but,
It's okay.
Are we looking to?
Yes, we actually just talked about that.
Oh, that's.
No, it's totally okay. Yes, we are looking forward to add a coming soon page to that as well. On the exact same site. Right now, our coming soon is getting posted in our Facebook group, which is beneficial, but we are looking to add a page to the hub.
We're working out the best way to get it to update live instead of having to wait each week. Otherwise, it'll basically just be what's in Facebook posted on our website.
Right.
So I mean, I could do that immediately, but we want to try to make it better than that. So it should be coming soon. Our goal is that this year for sure we'll have a fully functional and regularly updated coming soon.
I love it.
Is there,
And if you go to the Facebook group, you guys, if you want to just search my name, I'm typically the one that posts it. So you can just go to the top of the group and search for Desiree Togami. You'll see all of the posts that I've had with all the coming soon listings.
you probably just added to that, I was thinking of is maybe also having some type of off-market type list. Possibly,
What is that?
my thoughts would be like and it could be something that you have a signed agreement on, or maybe not, but just have it be, or hey, this is the general 3-2 an envelope, contact Jake or contact so-and-so for more information. If you have a buyer that might be connected with it, something like someone who's not would sell or would do. this.
Absolutely, yeah, an off-market opportunities page
Yeah.
with just basic information and and everybody's love. Okay,
It's like nature fixer.
yeah, I like that. It's a good idea. Today we have a free headshot day. If you didn't know, now you know. Legacy Images is over at the Sacramento office. If you would like to, you can reach out to Sam over there and see if they have any spots left, and you can hightail it over and get your new headshot. I'm due. I haven't gotten a headshot in like 6 months.
I just went from 2012.
I know you use yours for 2012. We can tell. All right. It's a good picture. Why would you change? You know, if it works, don't change it.
Think about recognizing when they come out.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get a new one, head over to Sacramento and you get that done. All right. So if you would like to know more about real estate investing, Thursday, May 19th, that's tomorrow, from 11 a.m. to 12:30, they're going to be talking about generational wealth, passive income, and tax strategies. Desiree, can you tell us a little bit more about location and this class?
Give me just 1 second and I will check our hub calendar for you. I do not have that information on top of mine. Give me just a second. I will be right there.
I believe
It is a Zoom. It is a Zoom masterclass. So the link is available on the hub.
I got it. It is on our training. It's a 1-hour masterclass on how you can start your financial freedom journey using real estate to live a more abundant life, uncover your purpose, and create a positive impact on your community. I'm going to give you the agenda because I think that this class is really powerful. And I'm going to be 100% honest, when you hear something like start your financial freedom journey using real estate, it kind of sounds like, okay, are they going to try to get me to invest in this weird thing? That's not what this is. This is not a class that you have to buy a class after you go to the class. I just want to put that out there. I know it kind of sounds like that. That's not what's happening here. So they're going to walk you through a simple method that they use to create passive income, and they use real estate as that vehicle, right? And this is a real thing. So when I know this is a lot of buzzwords, that's why I'm kind of digging in a little bit deeper. There's a lot of buzzwords on this, but I think that there's a lot of value in this class. I use real estate, my real estate business, I use rentals, and I use the market center for recruiting to gain passive income. The lowest form of passive income I have right now is my downline. I make $200 a month for free just because I tell people that I enjoy working at Keller Williams and I get them to come back. What could you do with an extra $200 a month?
Go to the Enchanted Forest.
You could go to the Enchanted Forest in Placerville, and you know what? You could go to the Enchanted Forest and you could eat there, and then you could go eat somewhere else
I'm
on
gonna
$200,
try
right?
Little Express in Placerville too. That's like a close second.
Okay, so I know that $200 doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is in the grand scheme of things, because that pays my cell phone bill and it puts a whole tank of gas in my car every single month. And I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so what if you had enough passive income every single month that it paid your mortgage? What would your life look like then? Right? And you can do that. And there's lots of different ways. And nobody has passive, I should say this. No one starts passive income at gaining 10,000 a month. Nobody starts getting enough passive income to pay big bills. It starts small and it snowballs. And so classes like this are very important because it opens your eyes to opportunities that you weren't necessarily looking for. I've been with real estate, or I'm sorry, I've been in real estate for 8 years. I've been with Keller Williams for 6, and I only started using recruiting to gain passive income. Only started.
Amy, we're
Yes.
introducing Pete Ruiz at the Natomas office.
Oh, okay, no problem. Anyway, so if you guys can get to this class tomorrow, it's 1 hour, and I really think it's gonna be beneficial for you. You're gonna get directions on a roadmap for you, and you're gonna be able to relay this to your clients. So not only can you be a resource to yourself to start gaining passive income, but you can use this to start talking to your clients, okay, about gaining passive income. And then there's also gonna be tax strategies in there to help you out, because it's not really about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So check this class out. Okay, so we've got an amazing speaker. He's coming on right now.
We have to switch the Zoom, so we have to go to another one.
Okay, can you put that in the chat?
It's in the chat already.
Okay, so everybody, we have Pete Ruiz coming on. He's a $189 million producer in volume. You're going to click the link in the chat right now. So I'd like to see everybody that's on Zoom. Please click the link in the chat and it's going to take you to the new Zoom where Pete is speaking. So we will wait to move over until I see that everybody's moved over on the Zoom.
Is it also gonna be the same link as with the email?
Hey, Maisha. Or, yeah.
We're gonna have to resend that link to anyone who just joined.
Hey, Maisha Amos, you just joined the meeting. If you could please click on